Look what just arrived, a gift from the beautiful, effervescent, and wonderful Christina. Let us zoom down and get a better look at the Everyday Tarot. Not the Every Other Day Tarot, the Everyday Tarot. Look at this. This is nice. This is very nice. Here's the back of the box. It's only $12.95 if you're interested. Comes in a very small hardbound box. Now keep in mind, this is fairly small. If you look at this, based upon the Light Seers Tarot, you can see the quite a dramatic size difference with that. So let's plow into it. I don't think you're supposed to do that. I think, there we go. I believe it pulls out like that. There we go, and then it falls. The magic of video editing has removed all of the humorous things that you missed while we tried to get this open. Nice gilded for 12 bucks. That's nice gilded. What do you think about that? Nice gilded edges on that. That looks pretty good. Gold edges for a little $12, $11 little book and deck. The book is, it has some color in it, more like just gold things in it. We will look at that in a minute. For now, let's take a look at the 7 steps to an accurate and insightful tarot reading. Create a sacred space. I did that. Ask a question. I've not done that. Choose a spread. Interpret the reading. Answer your own question. Reflect and take action. Here is the back and quick tarot card spreads. We got the past, present, future, situation, problem, action. 1 card daily check-in. Looks pretty good. Now, here is the Fool. Oh, yeah. It's one of these very digital decks, but sort of interesting. Magician. The left facing is unusual, but I like it. Be good with card interactions and whatnot. The table's not very 3D. It's a very 2D deck. Like, you don't have very many 3D elements within it. It's also kind of a limited color palette there. High Priestess. It's a nice kind of a small deck if you just want to just shuffle through and have fun with it. The Empress. I'm not really sure what she's holding. Pomegranate could be a pomegranate. And the Emperor. We have the Emperor, the action with all of that Emperor stuff going on. It's got the globe or the orb and the Ankh, and the Hierophant with the traditional symbols and the 2 people kneeling below. And then the Lovers with the man's thing covered up there with somebody looking down at his thing too. They are very interested in that leaf. I can tell you that now. That apple is very alluring as well. The Chariot. We have the 2 Sphinxes. And then we have the Strength. That's sort of interesting. Interesting indeed. Not sure what the 3 discs are. Not sure what's up with the 3 discs there. It's kind of interesting anyway. Do have the Lemniscate. Over there, Hermit, pretty traditional. And the Wheel of Fortune, also very traditional, minus the snake. Oh, the snake is over here, but minus the demon that usually goes there. Missing that. All right. And Justice. Pretty traditional too. Normally the sword is lined up with a pillar in most of the Rider-Waite Smiths, including mine, by the way. Somebody complained about that. I remember that. The Hanged Man, again, pretty traditional. And then the Death card, kind of riding in, but we have the 1 person instead of either the bishop or the priest. We have this person that's naked, that is begging them to stop. And Temperance, pretty similar to sort of the traditional things. And then we have the Devil. So definitely on the Capricorn side there. On the Capricorn side there. It's interesting just how loose of a grip that they have. And traditionally, the chains on the Lovers are very loose, but it's interesting that you have a loose grip on the hand as well. So sort of cool. Tower, 1 person falling. They look pretty comfortable, actually, falling. It doesn't look like they're having a rough time. And the Star. So, kind of cool. Then we have the Moon. Howling at the Moon, pretty traditional. And then the Sun. So a little bit of a sunflower aspect there. Then they have the sun flag and whatnot. Kind of cool. Everything, again, being really 2D, like they're they're moving to the right or to the left instead of forward. Judgment, we have one person being reincarnated or rebirthed, as it were. And finally, the world. So still that dance of the angel along with the rods that she's holding. So Ace of Swords, yeah, pretty much how you would think it would be. Two of Swords. Yeah, again, very similar color palette.
I love the color palette.
Yeah, it definitely needs to be trimmed, though. Definitely needs to be trimmed. And the rain is coming straight down instead of at an angle on the Three of Swords. You have the heart being penetrated, as they say, and the Four of Swords, yes. Five of Swords. Interesting that the swords starts this off. Normally you see wands, but in here we have these swords. So, yeah, interesting. Five of Swords, a lord of defeat. And the Six of Swords, where they're at the front of the boat instead of the back. I think it's kind of interesting. You don't have anybody guiding the boat either. You just have the two people, the two passengers. I'm assuming there is a implied person in the back guiding the boat as always. Then you have the Seven with the clown leading the circus, but more of just a traditional dude. And the Eight being tied up. Nine, very, very traditional there. And the 10. I think it's interesting how they have these four in the middle that are different color. It's almost like you have a 6 and 4 combination. So if you're looking for translating a number to it, I think that 6 and 4 would actually be pretty handy because of just the way that it looks and whatnot. In my opinion, Page of Swords, you do have a little bit of the winged feet with that Hermes feel as we are sort of getting into that, a little bit of that magician feel there. And then we have the Knight of Swords. Always on the move, always on the go. And then the Queen looks lovely, very nice. And the King has the exact same expression, which is, yeah. I mean, they need to change that a little bit. A little bit. I don't think the same expression is really working here, especially with the same seat. It's just my opinion. Ace of Cups with the dove coming down with the... I believe it's the wafer, the Catholic. Is that the Catholic wafer that the dove is carrying from the crucifixion, basically? You remember, I don't know, you don't remember. In Catholic Church, we had to get the crucifixion bread, the little wafer. Don't know if that's the same, but I always imagine it being so. Three of Cups with the party, the celebration, and the Lord of Blended Pleasure with the Four of Cups. Five of Cups, it looks normal. Six of Cups looks normal as well, being handed something. And then the Seven looks pretty nice. It looks pretty decent, I gotta say. Now we have the Eight of Cups. Yeah, pretty on point minus the expression in the moon. Nine of Cups, yes, again, very 2D. And the Ten of Cups, missing one child, but sure. One child. Leave no child behind. Where did the child go? They are missing. We need to have them on a milk carton immediately. Page of Cups with the fish's tail for the first time. I think I've ever seen that, actually. Is that just a prominent fish's tail on that particular one. And the Knight of Cups. There you go, with sans fish. Queen of Cups without the decorative cup. And with the King of Cups, pretty on point there, except he is a mermaid. Or is that a merman? It's a mermaid. What's a man version of a mermaid? Merman. It could be Ace of Wands, which normally comes first, but in this deck, the swords came first. That's fine. Two of Wands, and with the globe, again, very 2D. Yeah, it's interesting just how 2D everything is. There's no shading. There's nothing. It looks like they just did this in Illustrator and went to town. Four of Wands without the people. Very prominent building, a little bit too much so. And then the Five. The Six with nobody's face, apparently just the hands. No, you do have somebody's face right there. And then the Seven, holding back the barrage of the attack. Eight with a couple of doves to emphasize the movement. And the Lord of Swiftness, and the Nine, very injured, coming back. Ten of Wands, you're pretty normal there. And the Page, Knight, and then the Queen all look very similar to what you would expect. They maintained the cat and the Queen of Wands. That is a big deal. If you're ever making a deck, make sure that you maintain the cat and get the King of Wands as well. Final suit, the Ace of Pentacles. Not really sure what that 3 down here means, but I'll use it. It's interesting how they have 2 different shoe colors for the sort of the jester character there with the 2 of Pentacles. 3 of Pentacles minus the people carrying the requirements, the scroll of requirements. They're not carrying that here. Kind of interesting that they removed that. And the 4 of Pentacles, sort of pretty, lazily sitting there, relying upon their pentacles to give them hope and happiness. 5 of Pentacles minus a person. The 6 of Pentacles with people waiting for the handouts. The 7 of Pentacles, 8, working hard, and the 9 with, it looks like maybe still a dove. I'm not sure. Don't have the glove. 10, pretty good there. Got everything that you need. And the page, sort of. It's interesting. The page is still admiring their pentacles. Knight, proud of their wheat fields. The Queen as well with the bunny. Queen of Pentacles with the bunny. I had to add bunny on my deck as well. And the King. It looks pretty good. Getting out of the box was quite challenging. Not really sure.
That's why it was so cheap.
Maybe. Not really sure. They got a little padding here in case the card deck gets in an accident. I think it's going to be okay. Not need medical attention.
Is the book attached?
The book is just a slide in. So we have the table of contents, which, let me turn the brightness down because it will blow out the whites in the video. Not sure why this camera does that. The Magician, the High Priestess, in case you want to look at their definitions here. It looks pretty good. We have the Minor Arcana, so you get the Ace, the Suit of Swords. We'll do a couple more. Get the 2 and the 3. The 2 and the 3 look very nice. And there we go. So that's pretty much all you get in here. If you like this, let me know. Thank you again, Christina, for the wonderful gift. And that is the Everyday Tarot. Please hit like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.